Greetings, fellow English users. Welcome back to M's Language Academy. I'm M, and today I've got a special video for you. Or should I say special? That's what we're going to find out. Now, you probably know that the way someone speaks English can tell you a lot about them. What country they're from, how educated they are, how wealthy and privileged they are. This is especially true in the UK, but I believe it's true everywhere around the world. By the way, it takes only 6 seconds for a person to form a first impression about you, all right? So whenever you meet someone new and you open your mouth, you have 6 seconds to show them who you are through your English. Now, obviously, what you want to do is to impress other people as much as possible. One way of doing it is by adopting a posh British accent that was in the past reserved for the wealthy, highly educated, and privileged. Nowadays, it's not fashionable to be privileged anymore, but adopting a posh accent is one form of privilege that doesn't really hurt anyone else. By speaking posh English or conservative RP, you're not really hurting anyone, you're not taking anything away from anyone. In other words, there's enough posh accent out there for everyone. And the poshest accent of them all is the conservative RP, which is spoken by the members of the royal family, by politicians, by accomplished actors and writers, and philosophers, and the intelligentsia. This accent has several distinct features, and I might cover them in a future video, but today I want to focus on one specific feature. Or should I say feature? Well, that's the question. So the aspect of conservative RP that I want to talk about today is the y sound, which sometimes appears with the following combinations of letters: T, U, D, U, S, U, C, I, or T, I. So when this combination of letters appears in a word, the world is divided into 2 categories: the aristocrats and the what I call tuna-chewers. In other words, most people, 99% of all native speakers and English users in general, say the ch or sh or j sound when this combination of letters occurs. And if your goal is to be natural, to fit in, to speak just like everybody else, you should say the following words like this: situation, education, student, attitude, gratitude, Portugal, sexual, issue, tissue, individual, Tunisia, Indonesia, appreciation, bastion, YouTube, tutor, glacier, stupid, tuna, and so on. However, if you want to impress people and show them how well spoken, how well educated, how wealthy, how privileged you are, you can do something else. You can pronounce the y sound. Now, you can commonly hear this on the BBC, or perhaps if you're a Harry Potter fan and you've listened to the audiobooks narrated by the illustrious Stephen Fry, you will have heard him pronouncing the y sound in many of these words. However, there's a problem, because there's a fine line between being extremely posh and being ridiculous. And no one really applies this as a rule. Okay? You can't, in other words, you can't do it all the time. Okay? You can't say yeah, you can't produce the y sound whenever the combination of letters that I've mentioned occurs, because then you will end up with some things that no one says. The problem is no one really tells you what words you should pronounce in this way and what words you should not. I am the first person to do so, all right? So if you want to be extremely posh without sounding ridiculous, you need to pay extra attention. I have divided the words in which this could happen into three distinct categories. The first category is the okay category, or the why not category. In other words, these are the most common words where you can hear the y, the posh y sound, and you can, yes, if you listen to the BBC, if you listen to the Graham Norton show, if you listen to, I don't know, a live stream from the UK Parliament, you will probably hear these words pronounced with a y sound. The second group is the borderline group, or the, what I've called the better not group. What does it mean? It means that if you adopt this posh sound and use it in those words, it can go two ways. Some people might say, oh, what an extremely posh person. I hope I can hitch a ride in their Bentley. Another group, a significant group of people, will think, what a pretentious idiot. What the hell is he playing at? So, although I have personally heard these words being pronounced in that posh way, I don't recommend it, because it can really backfire. And the third group is the ridiculous group, the definitely not group. There are a few words in which you absolutely should not use the posh y sound. So without further ado, let's look at my ultimate list of words with the y sound. The OK category is as follows: situation, education, student, attitude, gratitude, Portugal, sexual, issue, tissue, individual, Tunisia, Indonesia, appreciation, bastion, YouTube, sociology. Actually, this one, if you pronounced it sociology, I think sociology is the better option. Socio-economic. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say socio-economic, but maybe you can. Tutor, super, supernatural, endure, glacier, durable, stupid, and tuna. I might have forgotten one or two, but I think this list is pretty definitive. The good news is that the OK group is by far the largest. Let's have a look at the second group. You can pronounce the words such as tumultuous instead of tumultuous. You can say tumultuous. Instead of luxurious, which most people would say, you can say luxurious. Or impromptu, you can say impromptu. Okay? Now, these three words actually come from the pronunciation manual for actors that should help them to get rid of their accents. Okay, but it's extremely posh. So if you want to be a Shakespearean actor and act at the Globe, okay, or at the National Theatre, you might want to say luxurious instead of luxurious, which normal people would say. More items from this group are Asia, question instead of question, unusual or usual, and now we are slowly approaching the ridiculous territory. I definitely don't recommend this. Procedure, closure, caricature, soldier. Yes, even soldier. Actually, I've heard this one. It's almost, I think if most normal native speakers hear this, they will also be shocked. But yes, I have heard it. If you don't believe me, YouTube a beautiful series of radio plays from the 1970s and 80s. It's called The Price of Fear. And there's an episode called The Ninth Removal, in which there's a particular lady, very, very posh, very conservative lady, and she says something along the lines of a soldier who believes in his cause never ceases to fight. I'll put the exact timestamp in the description so that you can check that I'm not making this up. All right, the third and the final group, the ridiculous group. Whatever you do, never, never say the y sound with these words. Television. Sufficient. That doesn't even sound like English anymore. Occasion. Future. Culture. Nature. Feature. If you say this, you will not sound posh. People will laugh. They may not laugh in your face, but they will laugh. All right, now, final bit of practice. I've written down 3 sentences that are full of the words from the list, and I would like you to try and read them. Now, if you want to sound like a normal person, remember to use the ch, sh, j sound, and if you want to sound like an aristocrat, try to squeeze in as many y sounds into the sentences as possible. Now, without further ado, let's have a look. Number 1. Here's the sentence. And if you want to be cool, you should read it like this. The education of young individuals is an important socio-economic issue. Let's do it one more time. The education of young individuals is an important socio-economic issue. However, if you want to sound like the Earl of Sussex, for example, or like the senior undersecretary in the financial department, you should say it like this. The education of young individuals is an important socio-economic issue. The education of young individuals is an important socio-economic issue. Right, number 2. Here's the sentence. Okay. Give it a go. I'll wait. You can stop the video if you'd like. All right, now normal people would say, the luxurious cruise became unexpectedly tumultuous thanks to an unusually durable glacier. Let's do it one more time. The luxurious cruise became unexpectedly tumultuous thanks to an unusually durable glacier. Someone working at the Royal Palace, or someone rehearsing for their next role in the popular TV series The Crown, might say something like this. The luxurious cruise became unexpectedly tumultuous thanks to an unusually durable glacier. The luxurious cruise became unexpectedly tumultuous thanks to an unusually durable glacier. All right, and the final sentence, here it is. Normal people would say, Adopting the right attitude can help a student escape unpleasant situations and endure the hostility of the tutors. An extremely posh person. Adopting the right attitude can help a student escape unpleasant situations and endure the hostility of the tutors. Adopting the right attitude can help a student escape unpleasant situations and endure the hostility of the tutors. Alright, this video was a bit of a laugh, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, you know what to do. If you thought it was utterly ridiculous, please let me know in the comments. I'll see you soon. In the meantime, go out there and be posh. Or don't. Whatever makes you happy.